It's 2010, and YouTube is a small platform on the internet where people upload videos for fun. There's iconic memes, funny skits, and chaotic gameplay. Fast forward to today, YouTube looks a lot different. You have carefully crafted personalities, professionally designed thumbnails, and videos designed purely to keep you hooked. But in a sea of manufactured content, one channel doesn't seem to fit in.
Aha! That's why they call me Hot Lips. Nobody calls me that.
There's no flashy thumbnails or fancy editing, just an ordinary man named Luke who has a passion for the outdoors and loves to spend time with his family.
Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. And today I'm trying to see if I can catch a catfish bigger than my child.
Over the past few years, the Outdoor Boys has taken YouTube by storm, having gained 12 million subscribers in the past 18 months. And at the peak of it all, Luke decides to walk away. It's a success story with a bittersweet ending, but the most surprising part, Luke never really expected to live this life.
Hello, I'm Luke Nichols. I'm a traffic attorney here in Northern Virginia, and each year I defend hundreds of drivers accused of DUIs, reckless driving, and other traffic issues.
At 31 years old, Luke's life was completely different. He was an established lawyer with his own traffic law practice, and while his career was going great, his family life was a different story.
By the time I'd been practicing law for a few years, we were really concerned we weren't going to be able to have kids. We've been trying for a while and just kind of never worked out.
This was a difficult time for Luke, as he and his wife Rebecca were struggling to have children. You see, Luke had always dreamed of starting a family, and it was a dream that began when he was just a kid. Growing up in Alaska, he was constantly surrounded by nature, and there were two people in particular who shaped his outdoor expertise: his father and his grandfather.
I've had wonderful examples of fatherhood in my life. My father and my grandfather were all great men and great fathers and husbands.
They helped instill the essential survival skills that would later shine through his content. After spending his early years in Alaska, Luke made a major life decision at 19. He moved to Japan to serve as a missionary for his church. There, he learned to adapt to a new culture and language, and it was a transformative experience that helped shape his values. He spent 2 years there before returning to the US, where he enrolled at BYU, and it was during this chapter of his life that he met someone special.
At our church, there's no paid ministry, there's no preachers. Each week, a different member of the congregation is asked to give the sermons, and it was Becca's week, and I've never seen her before, and I thought she was really cute, so I was kind of like making eyes with her and kind of giving her a little smiley smile, you know, and putting on the Nichols charm. Damage was done. I had to ask her out, and I did. You know, the rest is history.
Luke had found his partner for life, and together they were ready to start a family. They had tried for months with no success, but shortly after moving to a new house, the moment finally came. Their first son, Tommy, was born, and not long after, he was joined by two more brothers, Nathan and Jacob. This was obviously a special time for Luke and his family, as he can now pay forward the love and guidance his father figures had once given him. But becoming a father wasn't the only big change happening, because around that same time, a new platform was starting to gain traction, called YouTube. In the late 2000s, YouTube was an emerging platform. For the first time ever, anyone could easily upload and share videos online. When Luke stumbled across the site, he noticed something was missing. There weren't many videos about fishing or the outdoors. So he decided to share his passion, and in 2013, he launched his very first channel, Catfish and Carp. The videos included any and everything related to fishing. He shared fishing tips, fishing gear reviews, and showed himself catching fish as well. For Luke, YouTube was just a hobby. By day, he continued to work as a lawyer, and by night, he'd work on his next video. There was no grand plan. He simply just enjoyed sharing everything he knew about fishing. After multiple years of consistently uploading videos, the channel slowly but surely began to grow. At the time, there weren't many creators offering the kind of in-depth knowledge Luke shared, and as a result, people eagerly waited for every upload. While this seems like every creator's dream, for Luke, it actually turned into a problem. You see, as much as Luke loved fishing, he was also passionate about making other types of videos, like showing how to create a pocket knife.
Hey, Luke here with CatsandCarp.com, and I'm going to show you how to make a pocket knife.
Or making a squirrel trap.
Hello, Luke here with CatsandCarp.com, and I'm going to show you how to make an awesome do-it-yourself squirrel trap.
Or building a forge at home.
Hey, Luke here with CatsandCarp.com, and I'm going to show you how to get into blacksmithing.
At the beginning, Luke uploaded these kinds of videos because he enjoyed them. However, as his audience grew, it became clear that the viewers didn't like them as much as Luke did.
Inevitably, I'd get comments from people saying, oh, what does this have to do with catfish and carp? This is unrelated. Some of the comments were constructive criticism and others were just trolling.
People who watched the Catfish and Carp channel only seemed to want fishing content. So instead of not uploading videos he was passionate about, he decided to create a second channel.
I'm starting a new YouTube channel. It's called the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos I want to make that just have nothing to do with fishing, and I have a lot of interests and things I want to show Tommy that just have nothing to do with fishing sometimes. And so I decided that I was going to start a separate YouTube channel for all those types of videos. Pretty much everything not fishing related.
The plan was simple. Keep uploading fishing videos on Catfish and Carp and use Outdoor Boys to upload whatever videos you feel passionate about. So Luke uploaded all kinds of videos, some involving his kids, survival tips and tricks, and pretty much any video he found fun and interesting. There was a sense of freedom with the Outdoor Boys channel. And while it gained a bit of traction, the views were nowhere near what he achieved with the Catfish and Carp channel. At least that was until one video.
Boys, it's time for bed! Where did those boys go off to?
It was a skit that involved Luke, his wife, and his kids building a Lego fort while using Nerf guns. This video completely blew up, and to this day, it's still the most watched video on the Outdoor Boys channel, sitting at over 120 million views. This opened the door to a whole new audience for Luke. Before, most viewers had discovered him through his fishing content, but now, people were watching because of his family. So, Luke decided to blend the best of both worlds. He went on outdoor adventures and brought his children along for the journey. It created this cool and wholesome dynamic, as you got to watch a father pass down survival skills to his kids in real time.
Why are you cutting the bowl?
Does that feel better? Your hands feel better, Nathan?
Luke had found a promising direction to take the channel, but just as things were about to take off, he hit a major roadblock.
Wednesday last week, YouTube turned off the comments to both my Outdoor Boys YouTube channel and the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel.
In 2019, YouTube announced stricter policies relating to kids' content, with hopes of protecting children from harmful comments. While Luke's channels weren't exactly kids' channels, his videos often included his children, and that was enough to get caught in the crossfire. As a result, his videos got demonetized and the comment section to both of his channels were disabled.
My understanding is the only reason they did this is because I have children. My children feature in many of my videos. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that it's just a temporary stopgap measure, but you can't leave me messages on the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel.
Over the next few months, Luke tried to get the issue resolved, and while he was able to remonetize his videos, the comment section was still disabled. Despite obviously feeling devastated, all he could do was continue to make videos and hope things would work itself out. It may have felt like a setback at the time, but looking back now, it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Without comments, there was no room for negativity, nothing to affect him or his family mentally. It also made his channel feel like a sanctuary. When you click on one of his videos, there's nothing to pull you away. No comments to scroll to, just a chance to sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Luckily, Luke didn't let this situation affect him, as he continued to upload videos consistently. And then came 2020. While he didn't realize it at the time, a series of events during this period would cause his channel to grow exponentially. People were forced to stay at home, meaning there was more time to watch content. And given that people went days without seeing grass, there was an even bigger demand for outdoors content. Meanwhile, Luke was able to take a break from his law practice, giving him the time and space to go all in on YouTube. The Outdoor Boys channel started to take off, and it was at a point where it was about to surpass the Catfish and Carp channel. So logically, Luke doubled down. Over time, the videos shifted away from tutorials and skits, and they became more challenge-based, like camping in an underground bunker, camping and fishing on a floating cabin, and extreme winter camping with no tent. These videos performed extremely well, so like any creator would do, he kept on making them. Every video, you started to know what to expect. You have Luke, sometimes with his kids or by himself, in the outdoors doing some type of activity. These videos were also educational, as oftentimes he dropped gems of knowledge that'd be useful in a survival setting. Sometimes you see him face adversity as unexpected events don't go his way.
Well, that group I shared, that all the way up to my back. Oh man, I just did something to my knee. I take an Advil.
And other times you get to see Luke reward himself for a hard day at work with some delicious food.
Sauce here. Oh, the barbecue sauce is mostly frozen.
That came out just perfect.
This pork jowl bacon I'm gonna fry up to go with my flatbread. Oh yeah.
A little fig cake here. It's got fig and almonds in it. Oh.
His videos just had a different vibe to them. They were authentic, educational, and entertaining. There were no fancy edits, music, or tricks to boost retention. It was just Luke having fun and doing what he loves. You can tell he's a genuine person, a good husband and father who simply enjoys nature and sharing his knowledge to people online. Then, near the end of 2023, something unexpected happened. A wave of people began clipping moments from the Outdoor Boys channel and posting them on TikTok and Instagram. These videos went viral, with people sharing their favorite moments of his videos and bonding over references you would only understand if you were a viewer, like the iconic bread with honey butter.
A little bit of honey, some butter.
Some honey and butter.
Scrappling eggs with honey butter flatbread. That is the breakfast of champions right there.
Or however, when a video popped up on your recommended, you knew it was time to go to sleep. In a way, this was the first time where you could see people talk about his videos, given that the YouTube comment section wasn't an option. This was just an additional boost to what was already a meteoric rise in growth. Near the end of 2024, going into 2025, Outdoor Boys was still rapidly growing. He had built this catalog of timeless content where if you enjoyed one video, he had hundreds more to choose from. And at the height of it all, with hundreds of millions of views a month, he makes the decision to walk away. You see, before YouTube, Luke was a family man doing honest work, striving to be the best husband and father he could be. And after all the fame, money, and success that has come from YouTube, he's still the same person. You can see it in every video, and it's a part of the reason why he's so successful. I mean, the fact that you never see a sponsorship on any of his videos is a reflection of his character. With millions of views every video, he could easily take brand deals that would make him additional millions, like most creators do. Yet, he chooses not to. His videos weren't just a source of entertainment. In a world full of chaos, they brought peace. He showed you what it's like to be a good father, to be a good husband, and what it looks like when you have your priorities straight.
You know, fishing's not the most important thing in my life by a long shot. I enjoy fishing and it's a hobby, but you know, my faith and my family are much more important to me. It's what brings me happiness. You know, I enjoy getting out and catching a big fish or going on a great adventure and doing these things. But what makes me happy, what gives me satisfaction and joy in my life is waking up in the morning and knowing that I'm serving the Lord and I'm doing His will.
Luke's impact goes far beyond views or a subscriber count. It's the memories and moments he shared along the way.
I know there's some of you out there who've gotten more than just entertainment from my videos. If you feel my videos have helped you in some way, then go out and find someone you can help. I'll see you guys later.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. And YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video right here, so go check it out.